Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And the Nuggets. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Jokic. And it's Rivers. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point guard.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
The first one falls.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Now here's Rivers. The pass to Jokic. Releases. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Now here's Porter. Chalk up 2 there.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Beverley looking around. He dishes it to Morris. To the inside. And stolen by Bull. George against Rivers. From down in the low post. It goes.
That's what you get with a bigger guard. A guy that can carve out a little bit more space. And Rivers does a good job that time.
And George kicks to Beverley. Now the dish to Morris. Puts up a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Passes it to Cousins. Back to Beverley. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Nuggets.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
The Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Harrison. He is hauled in by Paul George. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. 4-point game, and Morris throws it down.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Rivers passes to Harrison. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Harrison. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Kennard for 3. The Clippers get another chance here. That puts them in the lead.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
It's Rivers on the wing. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Leonard with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson fires for 3. Not going to go that time. And Denver the other way now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Outside Jackson. Millsap grabs the miss. Feeds it to Morris. For 3, Gordon. The shot comes out. It's all tied in Denver. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. They grab their own miss. Right side, Batum. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. The Clippers keep it alive. Oturu, the pass to Kennard. Batum with the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. And Millsap, here we go. And Millsap slams it in.
Wow, Millsap not known for his dunking, but the anchor man getting up high on that one.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 to shoot. Zubac's in the post. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Poked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Inside. Offensive rebound. Gordon, the pass to Najee. They now take the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Morris, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now, here is George. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Najee. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Morris. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway.
Yeah, Cousins determined to finish that time any which way he could, sprinting up the court whenever he's got a chance.
Now Morris. From deep three-point range, DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beverly finds Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Leonard's got 6 points.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, it's Morris. Millsap against Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Millsap completely fools the defense there and gets hit as a result on the shot.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Rondo. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And another miss by Denver. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. George from deep three-point land misses the deep three-point attempt. So the clock runs out.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much stick. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's George in at the two-guard spot. Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Leonard from 3. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter, no luck.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Beverley wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Beverley's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Porter in the corner. Cousins against Jokic. 6 to shoot. Nice D from Cousins.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
The Nuggets shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Porter dishes the ball, and stolen by Cousins. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Now, here is George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jokic. Second chance shot. McGee trying to break free. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jokic. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jokic with it. Guarded now by Morris. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Wasted no time on that one. Millsap's got 7.
Well, mostly a smallish banger when he came into the league. Millsap has modernized his game. That's a lot of hard work, and it's going to add to his longevity.
Now here's Jackson. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. And pushing it up. Here's Denver for the tie. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a tie ball game.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Denver making a switch here. Rivers checked in. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Oturu, the pass to Zubac. For Los Angeles, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Denver, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. McGee up top. Zubac defending. Got a piece of it. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside Millsap. Fires the three. The shot will not fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both shots good from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 6. 41 seconds left in the third. Morris tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Najee's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now, here's Zubac. 8 points for him. Stolen by McGee. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles leading by 6. They've got Austin Rivers. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Rondo with it. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Denver with the rebound. Great D that time from Rondo. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in. And here's Rondo. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively. Whoa! That's a running play.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Rondo looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior. And that time drew the contact.
Denver making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Jokic passes to Harrison. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the shot is long.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Leonard inside. Jokic defending. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Bull can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. All going up court, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
George with no one around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. A three from Morris. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Bull. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Outside, George. There's the feed to Cousins. That ball, nice feed that time from George. Cousins has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Los Angeles. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Harrison. Jacks up a 3. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Rivers passes to Harrison to the right side. It's Rivers on the wing. Off target with his 3. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. George, that's a 2-pointer. You can't get that one to fall. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
Out to Morris. And the pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a deep 3 from George. And Bull pulls it down. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. It counts.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Campazzo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Back to Doncic. Pulls up from the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dallas shooting their first free throw tonight, and the technical free throw is good.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets on offense. Rivers passes to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You know, guys, this is the danger Porzingis poses in the open floor. He's excellent at getting to his spots.
Campazzo. Gordon trying to break loose. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Gordon finds Rivers. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Doncic outside. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And the 3 off target. That's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 1. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Mavericks with possession here. High post, Cauley Stein. Here's Hardaway, out to Porzingis. It's Redick on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Gordon, the pass to Millsap, to the paint. Here's Green. Powell pulls it in. Dallas is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Puts the move on. Hardaway, no good. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. 6-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
Trey Burks checked in for Dallas. To the left wing. Three-pointer. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And, you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass. Rivers has got his second basket of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Burke has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Harrison passes to Green. It's Rivers on the wing. A floater. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Hardaway for 3. No good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 4. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 4-point game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Harrison out there with Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's John Shar in at the small forward. Hits it from three-point range.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Morris with the ball. Passes it to Harrison. Dishes it to McGee. Lock at 6. The shot by Harrison, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Hardaway with a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Listen up now, watch out. That's how you go after the basket. Millsap driving hard and punching it home.
Burke, the pass to Hardaway. Back to Burke. Down low, Powell. It's good, the assist that time from Burke. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Morris dishes to McGee. Morris looking over the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Powell, and the dunks by Powell.
And, you know, Powell is an excellent athlete, easily leaking out in transition and making himself a big target to throw the ball to.
Morris kicks to Millsap. Pass to Chunchar. The Nuggets moving the ball around. McGee against Cauley Stein. McGee, the pass to Harrison. Right side Millsap. No good on that one. Dallas leading by 9. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And again, Dallas running up the court in transition, and Hardaway gets it to go. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Millsap down low. Powell's there.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Millsap against Powell. Harrison passes to Morris. To end the drought. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
On the wing, Hardaway. All sorts of time. He can't get that one. And Denver the other way now.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 9. And now the Nuggets, fast break. There's the pass to Chunchar. Jokic with it, shoots over Marjanovic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Jokic is really good in these pick and pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. And shot on the way. Richardson outside. Porter with the steal. The Nuggets another fast break chance right here. Here's Chunchar, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that should do.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And, you know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Campazzo. But they get it back. Jokic finds Porter.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
The Nuggets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Back to Doncic. Oh, good with the triple.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Mavericks leading by 4. Now Doncic. He has 6. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
A nice shot by Rivers. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Passes it to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. On the Mavericks with some changes. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Harrison passes to Jokic. For the tie. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jokic has got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Redick is in the corner. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. That shot wide open. Porzingis has got his second basket.
You know, we talk a lot about confidence right there. Porzingis showed plenty of it.
1:44 left in the third. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside for Redick. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 3. 1:02 left to play in the third. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Jokic. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good from outside. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Lob pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. For the finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Left side, Porter. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Here's Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Millsap. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And, you know, Millsap ready to shoot anytime he's close to the basket. Gets it off before the defense can react.
It's Redick on the wing for 3. The shot that time not on target. The Nuggets trail by 9. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
I like the way Millsap is always ready to be aggressive offensively. I mean, if he has daylight and he's got a good look, he doesn't hesitate.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. And Redick kicks to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Out to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Outside Hardaway. The tray. The dish to Redick. Back to Porzingis. Knocked loose. Here's the break. Pull-up jumper. Rivers can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 7. Porzingis finds Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from behind. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic comes in for Gordon, and JaVale McGee subbed in for Green. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Hardaway, and Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. No good from Finney-Smith.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Millsap misses.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Right side, Porzingis takes a 3. Pass to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I guess even he took this one of those once in a while.
And it's Jokic missing. Dallas leading by 9. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Rivers against Doncic. The pass to Richardson. Right wing. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The Nuggets with another miss. Marjanovic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Out to the right wing. Pass to Doncic. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way. Millsap looking it over. To the right side. Lets the 3 fly. Jokic, no good. And here are the Mavericks now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now, here's Marjanovic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Dallas with it. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Denver, Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the 1.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Here's Bull. And a missed layup. Powell finds McCollum. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And Lillard gets it to go.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Harrison passes to Rivers. Shot from the top of the key. Harrison kicks to Bull. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Porter. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back. Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now the pass to Nurkic. Covington with it. Now Bull defending. Covington kicks to Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Rivers passes to Harrison. Back to Rivers. Nurkic with the block. That one drops for him. Lillard with it. 8 points for him. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The shot by Powell, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
So both teams changing it up here.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Here's Simons. Pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. .131 left here in the opening quarter.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. Seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
The shot by Harrison, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. And the basket by Lillard.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Porter at the elbow. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Anthony. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Cantor finds Lillard to the left side wing. But they'll get another chance. On the wing, Jones, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Kept alive. The dish to Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Count that one.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Trailblazers leading by 6. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Morris. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Six seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Cantor. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his lead.
I think it comes from being
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Morris. He dishes it to Gordon. From deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Pass to Cantor to the inside. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Jones. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. They lead by 4. Good on the shot.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Morris outside. Millsap finds Morris. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Jones. McCollum's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Morris. And Jones sends it back.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Najee, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Passes it to Cantor. Kicks it to McCollum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Gordon. Count that bucket. And now it's only a 5-point Portland lead. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
1:51 left now here in the second. And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. Down low. Here's Covington. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Lillard from deep three-point land. Misses the 3. Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Rivers kicks the ball. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Out to the wing. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
30 seconds left here in the second. Rivers kicks to Jokic. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. For the 3. And that one is off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points and 1 assist. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny? Well, and that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Here's Lillard. Powell against Porter. Here's Lillard, and that one hits back iron.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard misses, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from McGee. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum up top. He's guarded by Rivers. McCollum passes to Kanter. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. Kanter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now here is Morris. Just 5 on the clock. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Lillard. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard from deep three-point land. Kanter finds Jones. Here's Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
For Denver, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Free throw good for Morris. And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. And Morris drops them both. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Powell, no one around him, drills the three-pointer. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morris inside. Covered by Lillard. Morris kicks to Porter. Jokic draws the double. Denver passing it around. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kanter, the pass to McCollum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Najee. That one doesn't go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And here's Millsap.
He lets the D off the hook right there. I mean, if they let him get that open again in that spot, they'll get burned.
Powell dishes to Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive. Lillard with no one around. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Great positioning on the putback.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Pass to Lillard.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Taken away by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Takes the 3. Lillard again missing. McGee with it. So they take the lead. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Nuggets on top, up 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call
court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Michael Porter. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Campazzo. The shot misses. And for Portland, they're shooting in this game 45%. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Anthony kicks to Jones. Here's Simons. Passes to Cantor. And here is Powell. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Harrison. Doesn't go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The shot by Powell, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
They get it back. Pass to Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 4 points this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Rivers, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. A second chance effort. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Harrison. Rivers against McCollum. Lets it go from 11. The offensive rebound. Jokic. Nurkic with the block. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Gordon. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range, Jones finds Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Yep, it counts.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. So he gets them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Back to Lillard. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Porter. Bull, the second chance points on the tip in.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and Bull pulls it down. It's tipped. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Here's Porter, and Jones sends it back. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. And the basket by McCollum.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Offensive rebound. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. The pass to Powell, stolen by Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Lillard way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Portland winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, The bright lights and tall buildings of down. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
They say misery loves company, and Both teams now suffering with injuries, but in the end, it balances out.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Bol. Jokic is out there with Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. It's Najee in at the power forward. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Porter.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Inside. Now here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Morris. He gets that one.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes.
Now here's Rivers, and it's Jokic in the corner. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverley has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Now here's Beverley following the miss by Jokic. That one goes in.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverley finding a driving lane and finishing.
Here's Rivers. Shot from 12. Here's Jokic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And here's Leonard. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the layup falls. Leonard's got his second bucket.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And it's Jokic missing. Clippers leading by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Morris passes to Harrison. Denver passing it around. Here's Chancellor. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Jackson has the open look. Kennard on the wing. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And Millsap slams it in.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Kennard. That's tipped. One-on-one here. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Offline with his three. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Here's Harrison. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. Outside Jackson. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Jackson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Austin Rivers comes in for Harrison.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Batum. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. The Nuggets trail by 3. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
The pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Rivers against Beverly. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Najee passes to Porter. Out to Morris. All alone. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard with the steal. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Jokic against George. Jokic inside. Can't hit that one.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. And Denver also making a switch. Gordon's checked in. And now they decide to foul intentionally. This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting, 90% from the line.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Kennard, he's checked in for George.
Well, throughout the early part of his career, DeMarcus Cousins was a high-usage focal point of the offense. Now you're being asked to play more alongside other star players and adjust your role. He's done exactly that.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside Jackson. Leonard attacking. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Morris passes to Chanshaw. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the basket is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Pass to Chanshaw. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Leonard looking around. Outside for Jackson. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Jackson's got 6.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Harrison. A 3-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Los Angeles. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Austin Rivers is out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. It's Najee in at the 4. Now Beverly. He kicks it to Morris. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nuggets trail by 4, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Jokic against George. Jokic inside. Jokic draws the double. The layup missed. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Rivers. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Porter, no luck.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Jokic. Morris with the rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
For the Clippers, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Green is checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Rondo. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Morris against Jackson. Morris with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Mann. Passes to Jackson.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Chunchar. They get it back, and it's McGee with the jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Jackson against Morris. McGee. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Jackson passes to Mann. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson up top, covered by Morris. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got 11.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
McGee, the pass to Harrison. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. And they go to the intentional foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
1:10 left to play in the third. Jackson against Rivers. He wants to get the Millsap and does. And too long on the shot. Clippers leading by 5. There's the pass to Mann. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Harrison kicks to Rivers. From deep three-point range. That shot off.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head-scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rivers surveying the D. No good, unable to end this run. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Los Angeles, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
This one for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Count the basket.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame in that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Now, here's Jokic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from George. To the paint. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Beverly missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. He dishes it to Leonard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They are just killing them on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gordon against Leonard. Pass to Najee. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jokic on top, defended by George. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Porter's checked in. Outside, George. High post try. Again, the Clippers.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rivers kicks to Jokic. It's good from long range. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Outside Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Outside, George. offensive rebound. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. George way outside. And Zubac's picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, the three ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Rebound by the Clippers. And here's Leonard. Over to the wing. Beverly for three. Jokic grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jokic with the steal. Porter passes to Bull. Stolen by George.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition, yet the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity over Beverly. Rivers can't get it to go. Rivers against Beverly. Morris kicks to Beverly. Pass to George. From deep. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Misses the shot.
An active player who just takes pride.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. It's all happening in Dallas. Welcome to 2K Sports for an D8.
Hey, Kevin,
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Rivers out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. Then it's Michael Porter. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Doncic finds Porzingis. Doncic against Rivers, and Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Pass to Jokic. Over Richardson. Jokic again. Jokic has got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
All free throws good from Doncic. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Over Richardson. And it's Denver scoring again.
Yeah, Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And the pass to Doncic. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now, Jokic, 6 points for him. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Doncic. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Marjanovic. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burner.
Porter looking it over. Here's Jokic. He's got 9. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Bull kicks to Jokic. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. In the corner, it's Richardson. And he converts the layup.
Well, he's allowed to get in there, and once he does, he's aggressive enough to play through contact.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now, here's Bull, following the miss by Josh Richardson.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Mavericks leading by 3. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's Doncic. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Green is out there with Paul Millsap, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's JaVale McGee, and it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. Stolen by McGee. Here's Jokic. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Passes it to Pop. Over Millsap. Powell. That's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Goes up at the stripe. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Brunson scanning the floor. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Harrison kicks to Jokic. Fires the 3. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
There's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. Jokic against Richardson. Clock at 6. Jokic draws the double. Shoots from the block and stolen by Richardson. Doncic with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. All 3 throws good from Doncic. Here's Doncic. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Marjanovic. Tries again. That one, no good. And it's Denver the other way. He lobs it up. Harrison passes to Millsap. 1:56 left in the first half. They get it back. They need this one. Pass to Nagy. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Reddick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Bol, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Kristaps taking a little something out on that rim?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's Porter with the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Hardaway passes to Burke. It's deflected. 46 seconds left in the first half. Bol can't hit.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 5 on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Poked away. Just 3 on the clock. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that does it for our halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Burke, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Brunson. Jonchard grabs the miss.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
The dish now to Burke. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Offensive rebound for the tie, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And it's tied up with that one. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Jokic following the score by Dallas. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. For three. That shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. The Nuggets also changing it up. Harrison's checked in for Jokic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. Now, here is Morris. For the lead. Here's Millsap. Back to Harrison. Goes back up. That one a little long. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now, here is Morris. Now the pass to Chuncho. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he sinks the second. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris looking over the floor. Shoots a fader. Stolen away. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Mavericks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. That free throw good from Doncic. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. That one misses. The Nuggets trail by 8. A leaner. Here's Najee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. You're seeing that now.
To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here we go. Mavericks running again with 4 seconds on the clock, and another basket for Dallas.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks ahead as they end the third. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Denver, Green is out there at Bowl. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Rivers, and it's Jokic in a shooting guard. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 12. Down low. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Denver. Pass to Rivers. Back to Green. Redick surveying the D. Hardaway passes to Brunson to the wing right side. Here's Finney-Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis finds Brunson. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Green, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Jokic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jokic has got it back down to single digits for Denver.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
Rivers against Redick. 6 to shoot. Back to Brunson. Porzingis inside. Outside, Redick. The pass to Porzingis. Redick against Rivers. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 8. That one falls.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Brunson with it. He kicks to Redick. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got 4 rebounds in this game. And so they foul intentionally. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Outside, Porter. Denver passing it around. Jokic inside. Richardson cover. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Now, here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. Stolen by Rivers. The drive by Jokic. Porter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Here's Doncic. Bucket is good, and the Mavericks lead by 4.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Doncic against Rivers. Here's Jokic. No good on the 3.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Doncic against Rivers. Goes up on the high post, and that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
It's Porter outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Shot clock at 6. And they double up Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Gotta make a grand entrance when you're on the road. We bring you tonight. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Bull. It's Najee in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Lillard surveying the D. There's the pass to Nurkic. It's good. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And it's Lillard missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by Lillard.
And throw move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Najee. Lillard comes with the double team, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing for the Nuggets. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Harrison in for Michael Porter. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lillard from outside, and it's Lillard again missing.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Ball. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Here's Lillard. Bol making his last shot. Stolen. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Bol. And it's Rivers in for Nikola Jokic. McCollum, no good. Another shot. A nice shot by Simons.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Passes it to Najee. 1:39 left to play here in the first. Puts it up from 7, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. And the first one drops. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Austin Rivers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Janjar's checked in. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Now, here is Morris. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Simons. The Nuggets getting the bucket. It's hauled in by Gordon. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Millsap passes to Harrison. And Anthony sends it back. And now Portland on the break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson, a terrific athlete who actually thrives in transition.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good for Morris.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And here are the Nuggets now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Janjar, the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Kansas. And now Portland on the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Inside, Janjar. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers comes in for Harrison. 3 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Here's McGee. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The feed to Covington. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Jokic against McCollum. And Porter, here we go. And the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard against Porter. From 17 feet out, kept alive.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Porter against Powell. Here's Najee. Lays it up and banks it in. Najee's got 6 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. Out to the right wing. Knocked away. Stolen by Gordon. Pass to Harrison. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Basket counts.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Morris into the lane. And there it is for him. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Canner. That one misses. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace.
Listen up now. Watch out. That's how you go after the basket. Millsap driving hard and punching it home.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Kicks to Cantor. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Cantor.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Lillard against Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The putback, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at... And that does it for our halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. JaVale McGee is out there at Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the small forward position.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Lillard from outside. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 8.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Out left to the wing. Jokic inside. He is guarded by McCollum. He gets it in there. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Bull. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Powell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Basket good.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Over to the left wing. Jokic kicks to Rivers. The pass to Najee. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic passes to Green. 7-foot shot. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Rivers passes to Green. Here's Jokic. Good. Here's Green picking up the assist. Jokic has got 12 in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Cantor able to finish. He has 6.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Passes to Gordon. Here's Harrison. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 14. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. The shot's good from Cantor.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Morris inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
McCollum from deep 3-point land. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he's a fighter now, and he's physical, so he'll battle you inside, and Millsap's going to take it right at you. He really forces your hand when you're defending it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Up again, there's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his 2nd basket.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
To the middle, tipped away. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so he hits the technical free throw. A different look now for Portland. Norman Bowles checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Jokic inside. How on him. And that one's good. Jokic.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Nobody near Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Portland moving the ball around. From deep 3-point range, traps in the tray. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Rivers. Can't hit from the elbow. Trailblazers trail by 14. And an intentional foul right there. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 3-pointer Lillard. And it's Denver with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's McGee and the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
It's Powell on the wing. Here's Lillard. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Najee passes to Morris. Here's Najee. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 7. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Here's Nurkic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got his 5th rebound in this one. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's good. 2 points.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
The Nuggets leading by 16. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now, Jokic shoots over Nurkic. Great D that time from Nurkic. And now we've got the intentional foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Panthers checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Porter's checked in. McCollum, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. 16-point lead. Here's Najee. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And an intentional foul right there. Harrison's checked in for Michael Porter. 1:52 left in the game. Here's McCollum. Nurkic finds McCollum. Jokic with the steal. Bull with it. Lillard picks him up. There's the lob to the hoop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock again.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Here's Jokic. Bull controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Cantor kicks to Lillard. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Harrison passes to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. The shot's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The tray. Offensive rebound.
And, guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.